This is the final inspection recording for 85 Highfield Road. Today's date is the 28th of October 2019. This is the front of the property. It is a little overgrown in this front area in my opinion. There has been some black bin bags placed at the left hand side. There are some weeds along the pathway. Outside the front of the property we have the gas meter box. Reading will be taken towards the end of the recording. Front of the door then is a UPVC door. There is some cracking to the bottom. It looks like the front weather strip is missing from the front of the door. It's a UPVC door. The doorbell is missing to the left hand side. There's a sticky mark above the handle. The handle feels very slack underhand. It's a brass door handle. As we come into the property then, the back of the letterbox here is missing. There looks to have been some wallpapered sections added to the back of the doors. As we come in, there is a black, silver and white patterned wallpaper. Quite dirty towards the bottom. Cream on the opposite side with doors through to a storage area which are cream painted. They are marked, it's not newly painted, especially where around the handles and the surrounding area to that. Inside here there is a storage area with green carpet, cream walls and hooks. There is a light fitting to this room and that is working. The floor is not clear or clean in here, could do with a hoover. Back to the hallway then we have tiled floor which leads through to the kitchen area. There's no door bar connecting the flooring through to the lounge and there's no door to the kitchen either. The light to the hallway is working. To the right hand side as you come in, some of the sections of wallpaper have been torn away. So into the kitchen then, overview. It does strike me that there's been a large amount of belongings that have been left behind, which would need to be removed. Wallpaper then is applied to one wall. It's a geometric wallpaper in a grey, white and black design. It's in a poor condition, particularly on the edges here. Wouldn't take a great deal for that to be removed. The remaining walls are cream. They're not in a bad condition. The texture of the wall is quite uneven. The radiator has been painted at some point and the paint has blistered to the front. That's cream. So as you can see here, there's some cobwebs to the wall, but the wall is quite uneven, so the paintwork does look a little worse for wear. The wallpaper continues up and around the units, but again you can see where it's heavily peeling off that left hand side there. The ceiling is white, it's a textured plasterwork, and there's a light fitting which is working. Kitchen units then are not clean on the outside. Inside we have the water meter to the property. The reading is 394. Again, there are some personal effects in this cupboard. Which are empty, so just need to be removed. We have a Hot Point Super Plus dishwasher. You can see that that is unclean. On the outside, the drawer and the trays look relatively clean, but you can see along the top here into the front, the unit is not clean. Again with the kitchen units underneath the sink, not clean. The inside is unclean as well. Again, some items in there need to be removed. Door fronts not clean. Units not clean inside. Handle to this bottom drawer is very, very loose. I've actually got a screwdriver with me. It does need some attention so this bottom drawer can be used. But you can see inside this is unclean. Again, the outer drawers are unclean, as are the insides. The oven is a Bush oven. It's not clean. The hob is not clean. The units are not clean throughout in the kitchen here. The wooden painted units, so perhaps the woodwork on the front of the doors could benefit from being just having a touch up. Some staining to the ceiling in that top corner. So the tiles are grey tile with a bread print on. There is some paint on this top section as it goes round. The tiles are not clean, particularly around the hob area. The extractor is also very unclean. Flooring in here is not clean. There's lots of dust particles about that could be hoovered and cleaned away. There's a dish drainer that would need to be removed. Going into the dining room, well, there's a back entrance to a room which leads out to the garden. The carpet in here is quite heavily worn. The walls are cream, they're generally good in here. Again, there are some effects in the window that would need to be removed. There's been a vented hole for a tumble dryer, which has been filled in with foam in here. Wall mounted mirror. In here we have the electric meter, which is £2.34 in credit. The back door then is a single paned door. We will go out to that towards the end of the recording. Covering the floor again, you can see a distinctive line in here where there's been furniture, but the floor is not clean. One light fitting to this room, and that is working. We then have the entrance to the hallway. Again, some personal items in the window which need to be removed. We have a UPVC window in here, which is good. It's dressed with a pole and a net curtain. The net curtain does have a whip to it. And then finally, so the property loops round, so we're back towards the front now. We've got the door going through to the lounge. Front of the door, some paint splitting in quite a few areas on this door. And inside, the door is quite heavily marked. There is a hair on the door. So we have a purple room with green curtains. Just do an overview. So we've got the door that comes through from the front hallway as well, which has got a chip to the bottom left. And they've got gold handles, just a little bit worn on the paintwork, it's discoloured. Been a cross drawn on this door. Marks towards the left hand side of the handles. So this room again has some personal effects that need to be removed, and we have some colour staining of the carpet, which is green. It's quite heavily stained in a few areas. The walls are purple, you can see as the light hits it, and that it is quite uneven in some areas. It looks to have had a patch paint of a darker paint to the right hand side as the fireplace. I look at it, and then there's a very distinctive section where that stops just above the fireplace, and then the paint colour lightens. The paint has hit the skirting boards all the way along. There is a curtain pole at the rear window, which is dressed with lime green curtains, and a curtain pole at the front, where the window is dressed again with lime green curtains. Just highlighting the paint hitting the skirting boards all the way around. Of the 2 light fittings, there's only one bulb in one fitting which is working, which is at the front. And one at the back. So in total there are 4 light bulbs in this room which are not working. The rear dimmer does the lights to the lounge and the conservatory. Into the conservatory then. Seem to have tiled flooring underneath this carpet that's been laid. 2 wall light fittings which are working. Paint is flaking underneath the left hand of 2. There's been some paint treatment applied to the windows in here to add privacy. There's a wall mounted heater. Out to the rear garden. Into the yard area. You can see a large amount of rubbish disposed at the left hand side of the garage. A large amount of rubbish at the rear that's going to need to be disposed of. Then into the shed area. Quite a large amount of belongings in here as well. Christmas decorations, furniture and flooring. There's a hose pipe at the rear here. Trying to secure the conservatory door, you can see where the handle is extremely loose underhand. The handle is slack itself, and the handle moves when you're trying to get the door to latch into a locked position, so that probably needs some attention. Going upstairs in the property then, hallway painting looks to be in a good condition. The walls are a little uneven, some previous banister fixing holes that have been filled as we go up, but otherwise the walls look to be good. The carpet, there's 2 defects to the 4th step down. As we go further up there are some marks, and then the hallway is quite worn and marked. We have one light fitting at the top of the stairs here, which is in a good working condition. The ceiling is white. So top left room is one of the bedrooms of the property. Front of the door, paintwork is very, very worn. It's peeling away in many places. Inside this room then, it's a very dark grey paint in here. There are marks towards the back of the door, sorry, as well. Very dark grey paint in here. Not been applied particularly well, it's hit the plug sockets. There is a baton above the window for a curtain pole to be affixed. The right hand of 3 windows is has blown and is condensated. There has been some wallpaper applied to the wardrobe doors, but that is heavily peeling, particularly across the middle 2 panels. It has a floral print. Inside here there is a pin board. Again, some personal effects to this cupboard. Ceiling is white painted. There is one light fitting to this room which is working. The paintwork doesn't look to be in a bad condition, it's just poorly applied. The carpet is red. It does have some marks to it. It is a little unclean as well. Could use a hoover. This section here with a hole in it. The next door to the left hand side is another bedroom. Again, the door, the paint to the front of the door is in a poor condition. It's peeling in several areas. The handle has been hit with paint, so it has paint on it. Inside, same condition. This room is a pale pink painted. This time the skirtings have been included with the paintwork. There has been a cream carpet fitted in here, although it's not secured in any way, so it is literally a piece of carpet on top of laminate underneath. The carpet itself is not in a bad condition, it's unclean, hasn't been very well cut in to fit the room. One light fitting in here and that is working. There is a shelf above the window. The right hand window in here has blown. Moving across then to the master bedroom, which is on the right. Front of the door is unclean, it's got splash marks across the front and the paint is peeling away. The door handle has sellotape applied to it, which would need to be removed. Inside this room then, back of the door, paint next to the handle here. There are some stains to this carpet, particularly in front of the fitted wardrobe area. There's wallpaper behind where a bed would sit in this room, which is generally okay. The doors have got some chipped paint to the wardrobe areas and to the handles as well. Some items to be removed again. Top right hand cupboard. The hinge has dropped. This is the first cupboard we've come into. So that would need to secure it. This wardrobe door as well is completely detached from its hinge at the bottom. These items would need to be removed. Other than having items in them, the units are, excuse me, and the hinges that I've noted, otherwise the cupboards are clear and clean. There are two light fittings either side of the bed. Neither of them have bulbs in, so they haven't come on when I've checked the light fittings. There's a ceiling light fitting and that is working correctly. The walls in here are cream. They're actually genuinely in a good condition. There has been some painting though around the ceiling here, and there is black mould around the windows which needs to be cleaned away. The left hand window in here has blown and is condensated. Storage cupboard again will need items removing. Carpet is stained. Final room then is the bathroom. We have got a storage cupboard opposite the master bedroom which has got paint worn around the door. Inside again, personal items will need to be removed. Boiler is located in here. Then we have the family bathroom. Into the door, we've got paint missing and the door is dirty. Paint peeling away. Back of the door. The toilet is not clean. Seal around the bath has cracked. The bath panel is significantly cracked and is hanging away. Light fitting in here is working. Ceiling is white painted. Flooring is peeling away. Should should be reconsidered for replacement, in my opinion. The bin needs to be disposed of and is in a poor condition. The sink is becoming detached from the supporting plinth. There are marks behind the radiator. These two floor mats should be removed and disposed of.